Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to Minecraft Beta version 1.9 Beta. How's that for a bit of recursion? Or you could just call it pre-release. It's up to you. How long has it been since 1.8 was released? A week and a half? Something like that? That's what I call a quick turnaround, although I can't help but figure that some of the new features were probably in development before the release of 1.8. They just weren't finalized at the time, but yeah, plenty of new stuff. And since this time, as opposed to when the 1.8 pre-release was released, I didn't just have my wisdom teeth pulled a couple of hours beforehand, I thought I'd actually explore a bit this time and see what's up, starting with a very apparent change in the swamp biome with the brown, rotten grass and yuckiness, and new lily pads as well, which it doesn't seem you can jump on, unfortunately. It'd be kind of cool if you could, like, jump on it, and then you'd slowly sink, but then you could Frogger your way across the pond or something like that. I don't know. But it doesn't seem that they drop anything either. So, lily pads, a new aesthetic addition to swamp biomes, as well as more swampy grass, I guess. And, eesh. That's an interesting transition. Perhaps. I know they can't do smooth lighting with the water because it would require a whole bunch of changes to the render engine, stuff like that, and I've never seen a mod that can add it either, so I can only assume it'd be a really, really difficult overhaul to make that happen, but I don't know. Perhaps they'll have some sort of discrete but gradual change that they can implement in the future, because that is a very stark transition. We'll see. But anyway, swamp water is darker and it looks much more swampy. So, cool. Cool stuff added to the swamp. And a little birdie tells me that there are now NPCs. I can actually see one right over there. So that's a nice addition. Obviously, that has been in the works for a while now, as Notch has said. Testificate. It's Squidward. Oh, it's Squidward. Hey, Squidward, I wonder what happens if I punch him. Nothing. Okay, so you don't talk, you're not aggressive. If I punch you, you're just Squidward. And you have a single, well, your arms are joined as if they're crossed. Okay, fair enough. You know, there's only one way to test if you are actually Squidward. Because, yes, hold on. Squidward loves Krabby Patties, but he'll never eat one in front of you. So I'm going to grab a Krabby Patty. Yes, this is actually a Krabby Patty, not just abbreviated at steak. So I'm gonna feed you a Krabby Patty, and I'm going to look away, and I'm going to come back, and this is going to prove whether or not you're Squidward, if you've eaten it. And in the meantime, there is also an addition of these little Snowman Mobs. Yeah, so originally I thought you had to craft them by... What are you doing? By placing the a pumpkin on top of 2 snow blocks and a workbench. You don't. That's not how it works. You actually literally craft the snowmen by placing blocks down physically. Kind of interesting. And it's not called a snowman. It's called a snow golem. And they leave behind a trail of snow as they go everywhere and stuff. Yes. I don't actually know if they work with jack-o'-lanterns, so let's see. Let's do a little test here and see if we can make 2 different kinds of varieties. Oh, okay, jack-o'-lantern works, but it would appear that their heads don't look any differently. That'd be kind of cool if you had 2 different varieties, one with like shiny eyes and one that's just a normal pumpkin. Anyway, let's see if we can actually prove whether or not... Nope. He's not actually Squidward. He didn't eat the Krabby Patty. That's a shame. He just has a large nose and... Yeah, he looks like some sort of evil scientist. Anyway, I sort of want to try to find some sort of mob. Oh, I guess they run away if you punch them. I want to find some sort of a spider, a skeleton, or a zombie or something, because apparently, rumor has it that they will throw snowballs at them. And since snowballs deal no damage, it's basically a suicidal move because that makes the mobs angry and then the mobs will kill the snowmen. So there's that. And more NPCs. I guess they're all based off of the same model, but they're given different clothing. Something like that. Eek, I guess let's see. I guess they can't open doors either. Looks like you really want to get out. I'm not letting you out. That's it's interesting. Okay, I'll let you out. Well, come on, let's go. Giving me some sort of strange look here, Mr. Unibrow. Squidward impersonator. Okay, so there's that stuff. I've also heard there are a lot of changes when it comes to the Nether. So that may be worth taking a look at in just a moment here. I see one more NPC. And it seems to be becoming dark as well. Ah, you're of a different clothing variety. You actually look like a scientist. You really do. You have your lab coat on. So yeah, looks like the NPCs all... Oh, and you have a pink robe. Interesting. So they seem to just serve different roles as designated by their clothing and whatnot. So, anyway, that seems to be most of the changes above ground from what I can tell. There might be a few more that I can get to in a little additional video. But yeah, lots of changes in the Nether, or so I've heard. So it's probably worth taking a look down there, grab some flint and steel and stuff, make ourselves a Nether portal just as it's getting kind of dark. And I think we'll then cut it off and lead into another video with some fanciness in the Nether. Portal also seems to have been updated. That may be a 1.8 thing that I just didn't notice, but yeah, the animation is, well, the transparency is definitely different there. So anyway, we'll call it there for video numero uno of beta 1.9, and in the next one, we will check out the Nether, and I'll catch you guys there.